Oh, so I'm a minute late. Look out. Welcome, everyone, to Motor City Aquatics. Up. We might not want to do that. Well, we can. Lift that up now, and then we'll slide this in. How is everyone doing today? Trying to do this in my lounging area. I hope that you can hear me just fine. So, I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I am streaming tonight. Just got done watching Father Fish, so I was kind of inspired by him to come on here and hang out for a little bit. Available. Hold on. Connect. It's already connected. All right, so we're up and running. We got everything connected. Wi-Fi's hooked up. Doing the camera a little differently. I don't know how I'm gonna like this. The weird thing is I could let me drop this down for a second. I was able to last time I was able to control some of my stuff. And what the fuck? And now I'm not able to do that. For one, I'm not able to shrink this down. Let me open this up. Oh, okay. We got that drop down to a smaller screen. But what it is my camera. I don't know why it doesn't. Okay. Well, I'll do it like that. I don't care. I don't know if I can control it. Ha 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 la 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 la. All right, cool. Fish fam, what up? What up? Okay, yeah, it looks like I can control it. So maybe I'll just zoom it in a little. I don't know. I gotta see because it's up on the TV there. And like I said, I'm not used to doing anything like this. So we'll go like this. And then like this. Oh, there we go. Oh, but it covers up my conversation. But no, there's nothing there right now. So I could just do this. So yeah, like I was saying, I figured I'd come on here for a little bit to make up for yesterday since I was driving so far and wasn't able to make it. So I thought I'd come on here and hang out for a minute, see what everyone's up to, if anyone's up. And then so I got a little time. I gotta be to work. I don't know, kind of early tomorrow, but it's not too bad. I don't like the spot on the wall. It's I thought this material I used would be really white, but it's a little shaded, so I'm gonna have to put something else on it. Yeah, it's got a shade to it because it's like it has a like a roughness to it. It's a grout type stuff. But you guys can't really see it. The walls are tile. You know, I don't know if you can hear it because this is like cinder block behind all this, all the way around, and the walls are tiles. See if we zoom out if you can see it. So yeah, all this is tiling. So if you could really see it, it looks like it was tiled by pieces. It's not like it's smooth or anything. So we installed that. I trimmed it out, got all the trim up now. So this is our old, or not old, but this is our TV area. Luke can game and everything here. You got the nice tables. But this radio here, this was my mother's grandpa's. I don't know. All I know it's really old. It's a Zenith. It's a shortwave and long wave radio. It gets you push the buttons to get the TV channels and the radio stations. It's all buttons, so they just had names. They didn't have, it wasn't like 101. They're I can't read it with my glasses like this. WJR, CBL, all that, and they could tune it into like Japan and all that stuff. And then this hard hat is a hard hat from the 1900s. This is a coal miner's hat from Pennsylvania, and it's a hard hat. It's hard. It's like a plastic, and this is what they would have worn back then. And then here they would put the see if I can zoom this in so you guys can see it better. But here they would put the oil lamp. They'd hook it on, and it would keep it away from the hard hat. But it's metal right there. But the inside of it is, really old. You can't really tell, but stop. Go away. Go lay down. But yeah, it's like a mini hard hat. It's really weird. But yeah, that's what they wore in the coal mines back in the 1900s. Go. And then I have an old camera. This is all stuff from that era. The name up here is worn off. I'm not sure what it is. Let me see if it's or what is that? Something GFA. Is that AGFA? But yeah, AGFA. Use B2, so that must be the film. But I can't remember exactly how this sucker opens up, but you can already see in it. You look down through this lens here, and it brings light in through the lens over here. But it opens up. I can't remember exactly. I don't really like to mess with it. I just can't remember how it works. I thought it'd come out. Oh yeah, then it's a Plenachrome. Use B2 AgFa Plenachrome film, made in the USA, U.S. patents. Blah blah blah. Others pending. It's got a little sticker down here. Tells you what to use. But I just can't remember how that sucker comes out, or if it comes out. I can't remember. But yeah, I really don't care. I don't use it to. I just have it for looks. So I don't do anything with it. So yeah, I just want it for that purpose. It has another pin up here. Then one there. See, I don't know what any of this is for. I'm sure it's to take the whole front off. They have these little pins here. What is this? Time. Yeah, see, I don't have a clue what all these little little pushing things over here are. I don't know, but it's really cool. It's a little box camera. Really neat. And I don't have a year on it. So, I mean, it came out of a house that was 100 years old. It came out of my great grandmother's house. So, um, this door doesn't have a date on it. None of it inside has a date on it. I really wish I knew how to use this properly, but I thought it like came out and it like got bigger. I don't know. Like it had the paper stuff in it, but I'm not pulling on it. But anyways, so we have that. It's this little area that we put our antiques, and then I have this is Dusty. That's what it is. But this is this is how they'd send a telegraph. This one would send it and receive it. So you could send a telegraph, and then it would come back through here. You'd receive it, and then on the bottom was where it would all power up. Where they could run power from. But this one has a date of is it 1900 or 1901? So yeah, this one's really nice. I've had this. My cousin gave me this. I don't even know how many years ago. It's the WuTel, W-U. Is it a T or a J? I think it's a T. W-T-E-L. WuTel Company. 150 ohms. But yeah, that's what this was. Telegraph. You could send telegraphs with this. But yeah, it's got the legs on it. It's got the screws where the wires went. Still has solder on here where the wires come through there attached to this. A lot of it's not hooked up. It had a bunch of wires hanging off of it. I took them off of it. It's New York, USA something. LL Company, New York, USA. Yeah, it's got little designs on all the knobs and all sorts of stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. But the wires would go here, these two knobs here, where the power would come in. All right, not the power, but to send the message. Yep, and then it would come back in over here. This would be the what you would hear what they're sending. You would send it with this, and it would come back through here, and it would click and do the stuff. So that's that's kind of what we have down here. A lot of antique stuff. But it's just like I said, it was just stuff that was passed down, or that my family gave me over the years, or that like the radio I got when we were getting ready to get rid of the house. There were some things that I got out of it that I wanted out of it. So, yeah, the trip is all over. I have to mail my mother's phone back to her because I got the phone and I took the chip out of it because I was paying for it. But I have I have multiple chips that are being paid on also, but they're not in a phone. So I just canceled that phone line. And then I came home, took the chip out, and put a chip that I pay on in it, and it turned on. So now I'm going to mail it back to Pennsylvania and, get it back to her. So, but, yep. So yeah, when I was watching Father Fish, it was kind of funny to see him without his beard. So I asked him on there what happened to his chin. And he said, What happened to my chin? And I said, you don't have a beard anymore. It was pretty funny. Yep. It's 9:00 on a Sunday. I didn't think many folks would be up right now. I mean, the Father Fish thing, yeah, but it was cool seeing what's his face in there, Joey DIY. That'd be cool to have a conversation with that guy. I'd really like to have a conversation with him. I remember I used to watch his videos uh years ago and see the discus, like he had a corner tank with like some white discus in it or something. It was so cool. um he needs to bring that type of stuff back. That's pretty cool. I mean, his big room that he has is cool, but I just don't feel like it's the studio he has. I just don't feel like it's it's kind of like, somebody having a tank in a house. Now it's a studio. When you see his stuff, it's all a studio now. So I just don't have the same feeling as I used to have, watching it. But yeah, it's a good channel. Father Fish, I just feel weird watching that because the guy shaved his beard off. So it's like, seriously, at first I didn't know who the guy was. I mean, it's kind of funny that he did it. And you get all confused, but yeah, I didn't know who the guy was until I looked at him. Yeah, I really don't like that camera up there. It really bothers me. The angle thing just isn't so cool. I don't know. I might move it down. Yeah, I'm not big on it. I thought I'd try it, but I'm just not. I'm not feeling it. Oh, I knew that was going to happen, but that's all right. That can stay there. Take me back. All right. All right. Let's figure that out again. Let's get this bad boy hooked up. There we go. That's better. I just thought I'd try it like that, see what it was like, and now let me zoom this back out. There we go. Yeah, see, that's good. I don't like this handle here now, but it is what it is. I don't want to put it too far away. I don't know if you guys will hear me, but excuse me. Yeah, so we'll try that. I'm not used to streaming in any other place but over there by the tank, so it's kind of different. So let me know if it's a good spot to stream from, or if I should just do it from over there. And then I went through all the settings on this camera when I had it. Or I mean when I got it the other day, but Um, I'm just not 100% on it. I guess that's pretty good. I need to stop messing with it. I need to stop messing with it. Yes, sir. So yeah, it's hard to I really didn't come on here with a sorry for bouncing it all around with a topic. I was just hoping that I was just seeing, who was hanging out because like I said, I watched Father Fish and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll go on and see if there's anybody hanging out still that wants to, bullshit about fish for a while. So that's why I came on. Could be a real short one. I don't know, but I never have a problem coming on here and just hanging out. I mean, like I said, I remember coming on here when I first started real late. Um, People would show up. I mean, I think I did all my streams really late. I think they're like 10 o'clock. They'd go from like 10 to midnight or something, So, um, yeah, that's how I used to do it, but can't do that anymore. Now with the hours I keep. Sorry. But yeah, Luke's up taking a shower. I got to take him Thursday to get his new cast, so we're gonna wipe that out or take off the one he's been wearing, get him a brand new one. Hopefully, the next one will be below his knee, and um, he can walk better because it's really hard for him to walk with the cast up over the knee. So. But yeah, if he can get it below the knee, then he'll be able to walk around a lot better. So what else happened today? So so I had to go to Ohio. So I didn't stay in Pennsylvania, but for the day yesterday, I drove all the way back. 5 hours there, 5 hours back, and about 3.5 hours of time being spent there. And then I got up at 8:30. Left the house at 9:30. I got to my boy's house at 10, and then we drove to Ohio from there. I don't know, got there right around 11, I think. Worked until 4. Yeah, right about 4. And then, when we probably around, I don't know, I think maybe around 2 started to snow. So we had some light accumulation, and it was a lot of rain. And then the drive from Ohio to Michigan, the trees were pretty covered. The grass had plenty of snow. It was pretty good. But then when we got into Michigan, everything was melted. Um, there was very little snow on the ground. Very little proof that there was any snow. So, but I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get more tonight. I wish we could get it because I have a snowblower I'd like to use. Let me see. It says snow till 10, then 11, nothing, then 12 o'clock, and then that's it. Oh, and then tomorrow, 7 p.m. for an hour. Yeah, we're to 61%. But I guess, then Thursday we're back up to 46, 41, 42. So, like next week, wow, the humidity outside right now is 91%. And people with fish tanks, there's something we can talk about. People with fish tanks, I don't know if, you pay attention. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that know about it, but there's some that don't pay attention. I don't know what this is. Uh, but your humidity in the house is terrible when it's let's get some pickup. Hello. The humidity can make your house really cold, really damp, uncomfortable. It's terrible. So having dehumidifiers, I have a dehumidifier upstairs and I have one down here. But most of the time I don't have to run this one down here. The only time winter time, it just depends. I mean, if the humidity's up, like I didn't know it was 91%. But a lot of times when you go outside and it's like bone chilling, I mean, it can be cold. But uh, the damp, heavy humidity stuff, but like on the days that it's not so cold, you could have high humidity and it keeps it, a little warmer. But in a house when you have fish tanks, it's like the worst thing in the world. Covering your tanks is super smart. With lids or whatever you can get to cover them to stop the evaporation by the tanks. But salt water like we have, you can't cover it. I mean, you're not supposed to, because you can't. You won't get the oxygen, the gas discharge, the oxygen and the gas is coming out, and all that stuff. So I've watched some stuff where people like said something, is happening in my tank, blah blah blah. And then they're like, what's the symptoms, and they tell them, and then they're trying to figure it out, and then they say, um do you have a lid? I watched this one where they couldn't figure it out, and then somehow it came down to them telling them that they had a lid on the tank, and they said, "Well, that's what it is. You're not letting the gases come out, out of the water." And I don't know how a freshwater tank can, but a saltwater tank can't. So let's say you cover the front of the tank, but the back, see, I have an all in one. So if I don't cover the back of the tank, all the water goes back there. So I'm just wondering if I just cover the front of the tank with a big piece of plexi or something, if it'll help on the evaporation. Cause I have to put probably, I don't know, 2.5 gallons in there a week because it evaporates so bad. Oh my lord, phone's messing. I dropped my phone the other day and shattered it. I had to take it in and get it repaired. I think I might have somebody crazy on Facebook on the marketplace. They're giving away some books I wanted to get for Luke, and they're like, "Yeah, you come over and get them." I said, "Okay, when's a good time to get them?" And they just stopped. And I messaged them again. Hey, the books, nothing. So I messaged them just a minute ago, "Hello," and they messaged me back, "Hi." So I don't know if it's a joke or what, but yeah. So evaporation in your home, terrible, horrible, horrible, horrible. And the bad thing is when your furnace runs, it'll take out so much moisture or humidity. But the thing is like my home, I don't have a uh, dehumidifier on my furnace. Well, no, I do it does take moisture out, but I don't have a separate system that just runs if the humidity goes up. So I run the dehumidifiers, and I kind of got that from LRB from watching him back in the day when I first started watching them. He would always have, he'd be like, hey, let me turn the dehumidifier off. Let me turn, it's kind of loud, this and that. And I thought to myself, the guy's not even running any filter. Well, back then he was running sponge filters, but, the little amount he was doing, still the evaporation, he was having a lot of evaporation. And so I thought, well, heck, I'll get some. But the thing is, here's what you want to pay attention to when you're doing dehumidifiers is if your grandpa has one and it's not new, don't use it. If your aunt and uncle have one and it's freaking, it's from the 80s, 70s and 80s, don't use it. Not an issue with fire or a safety hazard. It has to do with energy consumption. I think that's, a great topic to talk about is because, stuff in the olden days, works so well to this day. You could have a dehumidifier from the 70s that, gosh, I remember my parents had one and it had a tray, an enclosed tray. I mean, the thing probably held 3 gallons. It was hard to take it out, so heavy, and then you dump it out. But, when they made stuff back then, they didn't care about energy consumption, and here's the thing is everything was cheaper back then. So if you try to use a dehumidifier from the 70s now, it'll work great. It'll probably suck the water out of your pipes. They work so good, but they're not made the way they are today to, be efficient. None of them are efficient from back then. So, here's the thing is in the wintertime, you might go, gosh, it's cold in here. But if you look at a thermostat, if you have a thermostat that shows the temperature and shows the humidity in the home, or if you have a smart thermostat, something that'll tell you what it is, you can't go by what's outside. You have to do what's inside. There's a good chance that your house is cold on the inside because of the humidity. I know it sounds weird, but we could have it 68 in the house. If the humidity is, around 50, or below, it's nice and comfortable. But if the humidity is 60, or heavier, you'll have a chill in the air, because it's the moisture and, so it kind of, weighs down the heat and, so like I said, I have one down here and I have one upstairs. But mainly it's, and then I have a humidistat in my bathroom. So if I go in the bathroom, what's up, Aquafunk? Thanks for stopping by. If I go in the bathroom, the humidistat's running because my humidistat in the bathroom runs, being in the business that I am and what I do, a lot of times you go into people's bathrooms and there's nothing to say anything about anybody because it's not like they're bad people or disgusting or anything. But if you have a exhaust fan that you turn on, let's say before you get in the shower, then you take a shower, real hot, steamy shower, then you get out, towel off, do what you do, and then you leave. And as you're leaving, you flip that switch down, not knowing that an exhaust fan burns so little power, so little power. Oh, you're a plumber? Oh, nice. Oh, you make too much money to be on this stream. I'm just a union carpenter. I think I can't remember. I don't even know what a plumber makes right now, but I'm sure he beats me. Electricians I think they're $10 more, $10 or $11, 30. But yeah, well, they just got I don't know. They got raises. I don't know. We got raises. It's crazy. But no, are you a plumber? No, I'm not a plumber. I'm a union carpenter. I do plumbing, but not as much as I do electrical. I do. My big things, what I'm known for and good at, is carpentry, electrical, painting, being tall. I'm a good. I love to paint. Love to paint. I've become so good doing it over the years. I don't use tape to trim stuff. I just I don't know. I really enjoy it. So I think that's what makes me good at it. But not everything everyone does that they enjoy, they're good at. But the thing is, the important part is you enjoy it and you think you're good at it. So, oh, AC installer, I will say that people are nasty. Yes, they are nasty. Yes, they are. But AC, I used to do heating and cooling. Yep. Um, but you go in some people's bathrooms and they have the black mold all over the ceiling and stuff. So the problem is people shut that fan off, and you should never shut the fan off right away. You should let it run at least an hour. Now they sell different switches that you can buy for it. They sell a switch. It's a timer. You could turn it like an old timer that you would have in your kitchen, when you was cooking on the stove, or if you were, you had something in the oven, you could set that thing to 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You just turn it and it'll tick. And then when it's done, it goes all the way around. And when it hits zero, it shuts off and it shuts the fan off. Well, I have one that actually I just had to replace it. We've had it for I'm so surprised that it kind of took a dump. But ours does, you could set how long it runs, the sensitivity of it, and then the percentage of humidity. So you could say 40%, 50%, 60%, 65, 70, like that. So if it hits 60% humidity in that bathroom, you turn the shower on, it comes on. Well, then I have it set for 45 minutes. So once the fan comes on, it'll run for 45 minutes continuously nonstop. So at 45 minutes, I can go in there and look at the ceiling and stuff and all the walls in the shower, and they're all dry. There could be like maybe 2 water drops, but the big thing is the ceiling, the walls, all the painted walls and everything's dry. And then that way, no one has to remember, did I turn the fan on? Anything. You're not scrubbing ceilings. You don't have mold all over your ceilings and everything. So it's the same thing in your home with all the tanks. The humidity's so high, it makes it really uncomfortable. So if you have a dehumidifier, make sure it's a newer dehumidifier. I can't say that one that's from 10 years ago wouldn't be good. I mean, I'm sure something from 2010 to 2015 era would be really good. I'm sure mine are at least 5 years old, 4 years old. I think one's an LG and the other one's something, but I have a bigger, I think this one's a 30 gallon. I think upstairs is a 15 or something, but, fart fans. Yeah. Fart fans. That's the old one there. Yep. Yep. So that's it's a big deal in a house, and maybe people with tanks don't even realize it, and they go, God, it's getting chilly in here, whatever. And another thing you should do is have your fan have a fan on low, just running to move the air in your home. If you have ceiling fans, have a ceiling fan on low blowing down. And I leave mine on 24/7, every day through the winter, usually before winter starts and during the summer. But I turn it backwards so it pulls up because heat rises. Okay. So when your heat goes up, you want to blow it back down. You don't want it just rising and going, sitting up at, near the ceiling. I mean, I'm tall. I'd be warm up there, but most people are down here, So what you do is you just have that fan blow down and it circulates that warmth and it keeps the room warm. Well, in the summertime, your AC runs and cold air falls. So if all the cold air is down there and your feet are freezing, but you're sweating, sitting in the chair going, God, it's hot in here. So you run a fan and you run it backwards, so it pulls the air up and it circulates through them like that. And then that way, like your thermostat will be able to read the air in the main body of the home. And like down here in the lower level, heat rises. So when I have the vents open down here, it warms up down here and then it goes up through the floor, through the house. So I don't have to control that heat. It just goes through this level and goes all the way up to that level, So I just try to make it like a machine, I have a fan down here that's on low and it blows up the stairs. So all the air down here, it's nice and warm, blow it up the stairs, it goes up into the kitchen. The fan up there is working. So kind of, we want to keep everything rotating in the house so nothing gets stale. It doesn't feel like it's chilly. You can keep your heat down low and everyone's warm. Control the humidity and, you don't have to worry about that. So you can worry about your heat, your humidity, and you could take care of it all at one time. But the biggest thing is moving the air, keeping the air moving in a house. And you wouldn't even think about, doing that until you start doing it. And I actually can tell if I shut the fan off upstairs, the exhaust fan, or not exhaust fan, the ceiling fan. If I shut the ceiling fan off up there, you can go up there and, just feel that the air from the floor isn't the same feeling as the air from, 5 feet up in the air, so that's why keeping a ceiling fan running moves it. And then it just makes it really comfortable by the tanks because it doesn't, your home doesn't feel, just like dampy next to tanks and stuff. It feels very comfortable throughout the whole house, even though you're around all this water. You don't have like a stagnant feeling over there of, especially people at lower levels like this, they can have tanks and not have no air moving or anything. You go down there, it's chilly, it feels weird, it's clammy, stuff like that. So you want to stay on top of them. But yeah. Aquafunk. God, I haven't seen Aquafunk around in forever. I'm sure he's gone by now. An AC installer. I can't remember where Aquafunk is from. I want to say California, but I don't think it's California. He's a good dude, though. I don't know what that does. Nope, still here. Oh, okay. Where are you from? I don't think it's California. Got it. What was it? Was it I seen you talking to what's that? Shit. What's that dude's name? He's a teacher. Tall guy. I didn't get a chance. Did I meet him at Aquashella? I don't know if I met him at no, he wasn't at Aquashella when I went. Nope, I can't remember, but I think I saw him on your channel. You guys did a little collaboration one time. Yeah, he said fart fans. Yeah. Yeah, I've, before I fell off because I started working so much, I used to watch your stuff a lot. A lot. Hey, there we go. Let me pop you up.
California?
Can you,
hold on, wait.
Hold on.
Wait 1 minute. I can't hear you. I got to put my things
my volume's all the way up.
Oh.
I hope I don't have an issue here.
Wait 1 second.
All right, yeah. Fix your stuff, son.
Did you say California?
I still don't hear you.
You don't hear me?
Hold on. I don't think I ever changed anything. So
no, it's probably me.
Settings.
It's probably
Hold
me.
on. Let me check. Oh, guest. Check. Upgrade the growth, green room, best way to manage guests. Hotkeys, layout, recording, virtual audio. Reduce mic, automatic. No, everything looks good.
Did you say California?
Hold on, let me check over here. Edit mic settings. Hold on. Automatically adjust mic volume, echo cancellation. No. Edit mic for Aquafunk. See, that's what I'm saying. There's echo cancellation just in case. Mic
Let me
volume.
try and
Hold
come.
on. Adjust mic volume. You're at 100, but there's 190.
Can you hear me now? Can't hear me?
See, the
Let me try and come out and then I go back.
volume is on, but I even shut that off. I went to 192 and it's not kicking on.
Let me leave and I come back.
Okay.
Leave and come back.
All right. Well, that's cool. Now, everything guy. Hey, what's happening? It's me, Fish Ranch Aquatics. Oh, hey, you changed your name. I gotcha. Now I do fishing and snow plowing dash cam. Oh, okay, that's cool. What state are you in? I watch a guy, he does fishing from he I don't know if he lives in Pennsylvania. I'm sure he does, but he fishes. He's PA something, PA fishing or PA trout fishing or something. But I watch him a lot, and then I watch a lot of them guys. What is it? Jay, or is it something mowing, where they go and like mow people's grass for free and stuff. I watch that. So yeah, I watch that, and then I watch this dude that he cleans
You hear me? Can you hear me?
No, son of a bitch. Really?
Do you have a microphone?
Huh?
You have a microphone. Microphone. Do you have a microphone? Yeah.
Do I have a mic? Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
all right, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me make sure that my all my speakers are working. Hold it. Yeah, let me check that. Let me check that.
Yeah, because you might need one of these.
Yeah, let me check that. Audio default wavelength. I got it. Haha. All right, Real Tech. All right. Nope, something ain't working with that. Hold on, I'll figure it out. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Default. No, that's Elgato wavelength. Elgato.
You need
it's Real Tech. Yeah, it's got to be Real Tech.
One jack for this and one jack to talk.
Nothing. All right, hold on. Let me make sure everything's turned up.
No, I don't hear you.
Airplane battery.
I don't got nothing.
Hotkeys guest. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? I don't know. This is bullshit. I mean, the thing probably helped. Okay, hold on. Let me hit this.
It was hard to take out, so heavy that you dump it out.
See, it takes me back to the same thing. It's at 100.
It was hard to take out, so heavy that you dump it out.
See, it takes me back to the same thing. It's at 100.
It was hard to take out, so heavy that you dump it out.
See, it takes me back to the same thing. Oh, shit, I hear a bunch of shit. Hold on. Oh, man, is something turned down? No, hold on. This is bullshit. I've never had problems with this thing. I've never had problems. All right, hold on.
I've never had problems with this thing.
Hold on. I'll figure it out. I promise.
I've never had problems.
Comments, banners, brand, live chat. City passengers, settings, clear browsing. I don't understand. All right, let's see. This is just brightness. This is my speakers.
I don't understand.
All settings. Hold on.
This is brightness. This is my speakers.
See, I hear something. Wow, it's like screechy too. Hold on. Hold on. Which one is it? Be this one. Let me try this. Hold on. Oh, he left. Turn off YouTube in the background. I don't have YouTube on. See, it's not making no noise now. You got off and I don't hear that. All I have is StreamYard on. I don't run YouTube. I don't stream like through YouTube. I stream through Streamlabs, and all I do is click on there for it to connect to YouTube. I don't stream because I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet. I'm still a little fella. Must have been me then. Yeah, I don't. But it was like I could hear like talking or something. It was really weird. Not talking, but it was like music or something. It was weird because see, you can hear me now, but when you hook stuff up, you can't hear me. That's the weird thing. And I've never had an issue hooking anybody up because I never touch anything on here. Ever. Let me Vibes Aquatics, what up? What's cracking? Yeah, Aquafunk was trying to blow up my system. He was trying to come on. He's having technical. Not here we go. I just said I'm hooked to Wi-Fi and then it buffered. Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging it into your router or moving closer to it. No kidding. It's plugged into my router, dummy. Oh, see, now it's stable. Whatever. It's always stable. Houston, we got a problem. No, we don't. Houston don't live here no more. I was on a job recently. I actually have it. I just have to find out where it is. They were hooking up the security system. I was doing a college, and they had the green wire. And I said, "Hey, is that the 6 Cat 6 or whatever?" They said, "Yeah, why?" I said, "Well, I think I have like Cat 5 at home or something." I said, "I was told that Cat 6 is super fast." He's like, "Yeah, it is." I said, "Can I buy it off you?" He said, "How much?" They had thousands of feet rolled, just boxes of rolls. They probably had 200 boxes of rolls, if not more, to wire up this whole college, to put all high-speed internet and stuff to it. I said, I don't know. Maybe 60, 70 feet or something. He's like, yeah, right. And they clicked the ends on it and everything and hooked it up. All I have to do is plug it up into my modem and bring it down here. This cord I've had ever since I started my YouTube channel. So, I mean, it's like way too long. I probably got 100 foot of it rolled up over there. And I'm sure it doesn't, and I have fiber Wi-Fi. So, but is everything coming good now? Hopefully you can hear me good and I'm still here and unmute. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's something. We don't have a problem, Vibes. Uh-oh. So, all right, well. Yeah, it's I don't know, it got bent. The end of it got a little bent, so when I stick it in there, it's kind of it sounds weird, but when I push it in the plug. It's very it's like overly snug. So but it goes in, everything lights up well. It just seems like it could be better. All right, there we go. No audio. We good now. All right, cool. Thank you. Sweet. Yeah, it was just I went to push it in further because I'm wondering if maybe that's why he wasn't coming through. I doubt it because my this was working. Everything's set up right. Because even when I went to the volume on his mic coming through here, it was at 100. So I clicked the switch so I could turn it up louder. And I turned it up to like 125 and it still wasn't nothing. But when he come through, I could hear it like wee all in the background and stuff. So yeah, that's a big deal when it comes to tanks in a home. I'm sure everyone that has tanks that's been doing it a long time knows, but if you are just getting into it, look into a dehumidifier. Don't expect your furnace to do it all by itself, nor in the summertime your AC to do it all by itself, because it just it can't keep up by itself. So you need to help. Just like, okay, here's the thing. If your AC, let's say in the summertime, it's really hot out and the humidity is very high and you turn your AC on, it'll struggle to cool the house down because it's trying to fight all that humidity to get through. It's kind of like trying to break that barrier. So if you turn dehumidifiers on it, a ceiling fan, and then turn the AC on, I mean, literally it'll start cooling the house down immediately because it doesn't have to mess with it. Favorite fish to eat, and would you keep it in an aquarium? Trout, and yes, I would. I wish I could, but I just don't think it's legal. Maybe it is in Michigan. Not sure. And then my second one is catfish, but I've had real catfish out of the lake here. Caught one as a little baby and kept them till, I don't know, maybe it was like 8-10 inches, and then released them in the lake. My dad took me to go release them. Yeah, rice fish are real cool. I actually asked somebody the other day. I'm on this app in Michigan here for rehoming, Michigan rehoming. So like people that want to rehome stuff, it's bluegill. There you go. Oh yeah, bluegill. Yeah. Yep, panfish, yeah, bluegill, yep. Catch those going out of style here. There's a bazillion of them here. But I asked this guy the other day because the Daisy Blue rice fish are one of my favorites next to the CPD and the Pseudomagills. He was looking for something. I can't remember what it was. He was looking to trade something like some plants or something basic, real easy. And I told him, I said, hey, I breed CPDs, I breed longfin super red bristlenose plecos. I got shrimps. What is it? You want to trade? I'll trade you some CPDs for some rice fish. Yeah, I never got an answer. I'd eat all my fish if need be without a second thought. But would you eat them without hot sauce? I don't know if I could do it. Yeah, that's a good question. Would you eat the fish plain? Cook it, but eat it plain? Or would you have to have hot sauce? What would you eat it with? Hot sauce or tartar sauce? I guess it would depend. Is it salt water or fresh water? Yeah, because it's like, are we at Long John Silver's? Or the supermarket? Sushi. Ooh. I don't know if I could do that. My wife eats sushi. I couldn't do that. Oh. I don't know. So many people do it, but they're very strong people too, not just mentally, but literally physically. They're people that eat sushi are just, how many people that die that ate sushi? That's a good question. I don't think I know. I don't personally think I know anyone that died that I know ate sushi, that like ate it. Like for, every once in a while would eat it. I don't. I'm already set. Hot sauce. I don't like tartar sauce. I like them both. Like when I was younger, I think I was about 19. I had to be 19 because I was working for this, maybe 20. Yeah, because I had met my wife already. So I think I was 20. Maybe I was 21. Might have been 21. But anyways, I was working in downtown Detroit. I live outside of Detroit, so I live in the burbs. But downtown, I mean downtown. And it was a bank that was closed, and a strip club owner that I worked for opened up. We were turning it into a bar. Anyways, there's these two brothers that came in. I'm 6'8". They're like probably 6'5", 6'6", and twins. And they're probably, I don't know, maybe 300 pounds apiece. You know, I was young, skinny, long hair. And they're the first ones that got me on the hot sauce thing. So we went to Church's Chicken. I don't know if anybody has, oh, hold on. Energy saver. We don't want that. All right, here we go. Hold on 2 seconds. We're having difficulties. Not anymore. Look at that. I pay my electric bill. But so he took me to Church's Chicken. Oh, okay. Thanks for stopping by, bro. But so I went to this chicken place and I got what did I get? Well, of course, chicken and okra, fried okra. So I put hot sauce on it there, fell in love with it. I mean, I put it on my eggs. Not every single time. I mean, nothing beats, old time flavorings, but there's some stuff out there that it's good to have it. So yep. Yeah, it sucks that didn't work. That sucks that didn't work. But yep. So, but yeah, that'd be crazy. I mean, could you imagine like if the world came to an end like these movies and then only so many people lived, right? But let's say you live in your city and there may be, I don't know, 2 people, I don't know, like nobody alive, and you have to do things yourself, go into all these buildings, look for food or whatever, and you find you find a pet store and all the fish are alive and you can go in there and start eating them. Get any good Black Friday deals? Yes, I did. Actually, I got one for me and one for Luke. I got Luke the new the Meta 3. So it's the Oculus, but since it's Facebook's thing, he changed the name. It's the Meta 3. And we only got the 128 gig, and that was $499. But they don't give any Black Friday deals on that Meta, so it's $499.99. This camera, that I'm just really starting to fall in love with because I think it looks so well, and it does everything justice. I'm not really, I haven't really worked with the colors yet, but I mean, this is a brown, bluish, dark blue, white. It's got all these colors in it. They can kind of really tell through the camera. I mean, the wood, it's a brown Lazy Boy couch. It's, the red cushions, so color-wise, it's just, this is pure white, but my lights are like a brown, they're really, they're not cool lights. They're warm lights. That's what I like. Well, thanks. It's Elgato. But the other one I started to get these lines in it. No one said they could see it, but anyways, the Elgato was $299. and then was like close. And then I went to Best Buy and it was $149.99. I had it in my hand and everything. And I went over and looked at some other ones. And I was like, you know what? Gosh, just let me wait. So I put it back. And then a couple days ago, I looked because I was going to Best Buy. I wanted to go to Best Buy and buy Luke's thing. And so I looked this up again and it was $119 for the Black Friday. So Black Friday worked on this. So it was $149 when I went like a week ago. A couple days ago, it was $119. So I got a deal on that. But this camera goes 1080 at 60 frames per second. It's as high as it goes as 1080p. Which to me is fine because like I can't go higher on StreamYard unless I pay for the net. I already pay now to get 10 people or whatever on here, but I would have to pay to go over 1080, like to use 4K. And to me, you know, I need 41 more people, and then I have 1,000 I can stream through YouTube. So I like to do this anyways. You know, it's the streaming part's cool. You know, I don't mind doing it myself, you know, all the time. And, you know, I like to come on here for an hour and get off, you know, but it's, just sometimes I'm in the mood to have a full panel, and just some days I just want to, you know, talk about what I'm thinking about. And if there's people on, I'll forget. Like I come on here to do a stream, and you know, somebody will say something, it'll get me off topic, and then when the stream's over, I'm like, Jesus, I didn't even talk about that, or I named the stream something and I didn't even talk about it. So I almost got an Elgato. I went with the Razer. Yeah, Razer's good. The Razer's good. I was looking at that. That's the round one, right? And then it's got the one had the light on it. I was looking at the Razer too, but I watched so many videos on YouTube, and the three top, what I saw, like there's multiple top ones, but it's the Razer, the Elgato, and then of course the Elgato Pro. That's like $200 or $300. I don't know. It's real expensive. So it's the Elgato Pro, the Elgato, the Razer, and then like the Brio. I would say the Brio. So those four, I would say, are the four best cameras that I'm getting from all the streams that I'm watching, and that I can see them doing the changes. Now, like I said, my lights are warm. So, you know, I was always brought up like this, like here, you see how they're like brownie, you know, I've always had that, and I like that look. Blue light bulbs, I don't like. It's uncomfortable. I think it makes your house look crappy, makes the paint on the walls look crappy. That's just, to me, I don't like it. It's not natural in my eyes, in my view. I don't like to see it. So with the cameras, you know, that's why I'll take this, because it might be a little off, but you know, my lights are all, you know, really warm. So that's what it is, you know. Now, if I go off skin color, you know, I mean, the thing is I have all these lights on and they're warm lights, so they'll give you a little yellowy hue. I don't want to change my skin color or try to make me look like I should without yellowy color. You know, it's just, I mean, that'd be like a black guy trying to, I don't even know. I mean, light changes your skin color. I mean, I just say go with it. Pick something on the wall, or pick a cushion, you know, like they hold colors up to the camera, and go with that. I mean, if you're a white guy or a black guy, it's just your skin's gonna be the way it is off of that light. I say don't worry about how you look, because then, you know, it might make the background look dumb, you know. So, I mean, if the light makes you look a little yellowy or, you know, a little off color, I just go with that and pick, cushions and stuff, because that's actually what, they see. So if my face looks a little red, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm a little red. So yeah, Razor Kia Pro. Yeah, the Pro's the top notch. But the Razor Kia is still, well, the Razor Kia Pro, is there one above the Razor Kia Pro? Hold on. What do you want to get them? Hold on 1 second. Sorry. It's about books for Luke. Let me check now. Razor Kia Pro. Oh yeah, the Ultra. So you have the Razor Kia Pro Ultra. I think that's the highest end. So like, yeah, I don't. You got lucky getting it for $60 because, well, what is this? This is the Ultra, $299.99. So Atkins, what up? How you doing? But yeah, so the Razor Kia Pro, the Razor Kia Pro Ultra, and then you have the Elgato face cam, the Elgato, what is it, Pro face cam, and then I would say the Brio, yeah, I would say the Brio, but that's just me with what I've looked up. I think that those are the hottest top. Gosh, and there's one more. There's one more. The Razor, the Elgato, the Brio. Oh, and that 360 one. The one that'll move with you. They say that that's okay. I'm not too up on it. I mean, there's one for sale on Marketplace, but Michigan winter storm, 6 to 8 inches of snow expected for parts of the state. Metro Detroit could see an inch of snow. Yeah, so we'll get nothing. How stupid. Oh, yeah, way up north. Yeah, 4 to 6. Yeah, they'll probably get a foot of snow tonight. What? Danikin? Get out of here. 3G? What? GNC Aquatics. What's happening, Nathan? GoPro 9 is my webcam. No, you're not downgrading. GoPro 9 is banging. I had one, but I couldn't really figure it out. Red Laser, Night Owl Aquatics. What's up? What did you do, Danikin? Bring your crew over here? Wow, is it good to see you? It is good to see you. Nice, nice, nice. We're just kicking it about webcams and stuff. Newbie here. Big Steve's Aquatics and Exotics. Really? Well, that name sounds familiar. Well, if you're new here and you want to hang out, hit that subscribe button, please. I got like 41 subscribers before I hit 1,000. So if anyone new wants to hang out and, little bit about us, we've been around for some years. We just come on, kick it, talk about fish. Whip Swirl, what's up? We know folks from in here, and Danikin and us, we've known each other for quite some time, but we know 3G and tons of people. So I mean, if you want to get on a channel and learn some stuff, yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Yep. Hang out. Now, here's the thing is, we used to stream Ask Danikin. I used to stream like all the time. I didn't have a time. I just streamed to stream, because I really enjoy it. But I had an accident, and so I fractured my neck in 3 spots. So at that time, and then COVID hit, I was streaming all the time. Well, then when I started to heal and I was able to get back to work and start to push and, kind of let them know, like, hey, there's nothing wrong with me. And then they started saying, okay, well, get them back because I'm a union guy. So I started working. The streaming fell off. But it wasn't that I went somewhere. It was just that I was trying to get my my stature back, within the union, so when you hurt yourself and you're gone for, 2 years, they don't think you're coming back. So when I came back, now everything's going good. And so I want to blow this back up and, be on here all the time again. Now, I'm not going to be, knocking at Danikin's door streaming when he streams. I like to stream on Saturdays now at 9 p.m. Out of everyone's way. And that's it. So I'm trying to build that time up, but I know Saturdays, people do stuff. But the thing is, I don't mind streaming if you're sitting home alone or you have nothing to do or your girl's out or you don't have an old lady and you just want to kick it and you're doing water changes, I'm that guy to, waste time with. So I'm a Motor City virgin too. All right, well, cool. Come on over. There's lots of virgins in Motor City. You won't be long, though. Sorry to say this. I'm new here, and Danikin brought me. Well, don't say you're sorry. Thank you, Danikin. I really appreciate it. Yeah. That was 3G. Night Owl. Okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. Appreciate you stopping in. What was that? So you're one closer. I appreciate everything. I want to earn everyone's subscription every time I come on here. It's not just, I don't know. Danikin's got this big, I don't know. I guess I can get that super excitement, but it's just, man, he can turn it on, man. It's like, you might come on here one day and I might be boring, but I try to bring as much good information as I can. Apparently I was already subbed, so much for YouTube notifications. That's why I was saying the Big Steve thing. I thought I recognized it. 3G CPD Factory is going really good. I've gotten it down because Red Laser. What is it? Huge. I know you guys are laughing at me. Eugene. Oh, look at that. I got it. Eugene Flynn. I can get that. Still have your yellows and oranges. Well, sweet. And green jades. Excellent. 38 subs to go. You'll hit that in no time, I'm sure. Yeah, I've really worked hard. Like I said, I don't push like before. Here's the thing. When I met Danikin and stuff and everyone else on here, 3G and everything, it's like, I guess I thought it was going to come overnight and I didn't have the right attitude for it because I used to watch stuff with my son and see these parents that got, 1 million subs and all this stuff. Well, then when I got on here and I realized what YouTube's actually all about, being a part of the fish family stuff, shrimp family, and now saltwater. We changed our gears, we slowed things up, and we just said, look, as it comes, it's going to come. And that's just how it is. So we just, we cruise along, and that's how it is, and we're really happy where we get to. So now we try to, every sub we get, I mean, sometimes we get people that have, a sub that like another name or something, but which we really appreciate. But here's the thing, out of all the time we've been doing this, we've never like gone up and then like lost a whole bunch. I think at one time I lost 2, and stuff like that. So we do pretty good at it. But I'm new too. Danikin finished their live and told us all to head over. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, that's very nice of them. Yeah, it's just, hold on. Let me finish with 3G and then I'll tell you guys real quick. So yeah, CPD things up. When I started the CPD, all the information I could get on CPDs, I got it. I did it. but there really wasn't anything that said, hey, this is how you keep them alive. This is what you do, blah, blah, blah. So, and Danikin, see the couch thing? This is running off of you, bro. I mean, I'm not kidding. And tell the wifey I said hi too. So, I kind of learned that myself. And so now, I'm probably getting, I don't know, 50 to 80 eggs, 50, let's say 50 to 100 every 2 days. And now I have 2 tanks that are, they're, hatching in, and I'm bringing them up in, and then I put them up into the big tank. But what I want to do is I want to get out a phone number. So, cause I stopped doing the website thing. I don't know. I just thought it was, I don't know, I'm not up on all that. So I think it's easier if I just give out a phone number. You guys could call me, just, put in an order, whatever, if there's something that you want, or just if you have questions, anything. You don't have to call it just for, to order something, but that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, Vibes Aquatics. Yeah, been a long time. Who's this Danikin character? He sounds shifty. It's shifty, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say shifty. You could say slick. Slick might be. I mean, he's a salesman, right? Danikin is a salesman. The guy will sell you, not only will he sell you a big, huge Airstream, but he'll probably sell you, your children too before you have them. But thank you very much, everybody, for coming on over and checking us out. It's very nice that you did that. I really appreciate it, because it's like we worked really hard to get our count up. When we would go on, and like I said, I would just go on at any time, and it was kind of funny because back then, it's Danikin. There's a lot of people. But I'm the little guy, but I was meeting everybody, and like I'd be on, and then Danikin would go on, and I'd get off, and Dan could be like, then I'd go to get on, like the last 2 minutes I'd get on, so hopefully people would shift over, and he'd say, oh, I see, Motor City's on, or, because I used to be Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, but I wanted to do more than just shrimp, so that's why I changed it to Motor City Aquatics, so I could open it up. Fire Marshal Bill and Stewart had a baby. No, I didn't say that. I mean, the Fire Marshal Bill is a huge thing. Yeah, I know who that's the hilarious part. It's I know they're very good. And Stewart, it's he's, like I said, he's a very energetic person. I don't know. He doesn't have a boring stream. You can watch the guy, and he's just he has the energy that he has makes you want to watch his stream, because you're interested in what could come next, even if he's having a live stream just talking about stuff. But when he goes through and he shows his tanks, it's really incredible that he has as much excitement as you have at home, and you're looking at your stuff. You're like, oh my God, look at this guy. He's going crazy. But it's just excitement. You're like, oh my God, look. And I mean, he'll get excited over the littlest thing, and which makes it very interesting. It makes it pleasant. And you feel like you're at home, because this person is actually acting the same way you act, that some people might find weird, because, you go crazy over some fish, so. Whips how many gear shift. I'm no longer selling. I'm in the body shop side of things. Oh, really? Well, I guess, it's less stressful, because I know as a seller, I don't know maybe what, because of the state you live in, but I know as a seller, you get a percentage of your sales. And I guess, as we get older, as we are, there's no sense that, you don't want to be in that, the area of having to, how many did I sell this month, to keep your spot for one, to get your percentage for two. Now that you're older, you can get in something else that, maybe will pay you a certain, maybe a salary that you're really happy with, something like that. That's pretty cool. Fish Tanktix, what up? What's happening? It's good to see ya. Well, thank you very much, Danikin. I really, really appreciate this. It's good to see so many people again. Atkins. Yep. So yeah, I was talking, to vibes and stuff. We were talking a little bit about how important it is to keep an eye on the humidity in your house, because most people know, but for those people coming up that don't know, to explain to them, not only, because people I've heard, people complain that their tanks stink. Well, it's probably because they stink, but there's an uncomfortable feeling. You ever go in somebody's house that has tanks? You're like, God, it feels weird in here, because it's damp. Like in a pet store, it's real humid and stuff, but when it's cold, it just don't feel right. So we were talking about, run some dehumidifiers, get that level down around 50. I like 45 to 50 right in there. Anywhere in that area is really good and comfortable. You can keep your heat around 68 if you don't mind it like that, and run a ceiling fan and a regular fan. Just let that stuff move and it keeps your house comfortable. And you don't have to worry about evaporation, and your furnace doesn't have to work so hard to get it to go away. So yeah, we were talking about that. Purple blue piece. Love the hours, man. Off every night and off every weekend, but I do miss the money of management. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, but when do you say, it's just time to, I mean, no one wants to slow down. Of course, you're not going to stop. You're not going to per se slow down, but when it comes to, so many hours of overtime, so many this, so many that, I mean, kids, grandkids, when you're working so much and then you come home and you do water changes and then you fall asleep right after, that's not healthy. I mean, it's just not, so if your weekends are open, now you can do more shows, you don't argue, you're in a better, mental state, your heart's healthier, everything. So used FX6 canisters are showing up on Facebook Marketplace now. Yeah, it's hold on, Big Steve, I'll get to you. That here's the thing is the stores, I don't know where you guys are at, but here in Michigan, a lot of people on Marketplace, times, I don't care what anybody says, times are bad. They just are. When your taxes are blowing through the roof. I don't talk about government stuff on here. I don't get into religion, none of that, because it's like whatever you believe, I'm supportive of everything. But all I say is times are getting so bad and tough right now that, I mean, you have a job right now, you make good money, but just think, 20 years ago, where would you be at the money you're making now? So there's people out there right now since COVID that I ask myself all the time, where do these people work? Where's the job force that used to be here? Well, you figure all these people that have fish tanks and everything when, old boy was giving money away through COVID, they thought, hey, let's get a fish tank. Now people that spent, all this money on stuff, if you go on there, there's some banging tanks, acrylics, but you're coming across these real expensive filters for pennies, because they need to pay bills, what have you. They realize that you can't live off Uber. Their cars broke down from Uber, what have you, whatever it is. And people are selling their hobby, not because the hobby's dying out. It's just, times are tough. And if you don't have a good paying job, when everybody hopped out of the workforce, getting back in isn't so simple. So I hate to say it, but I take advantage of everything that I can and buy everything that you can, because if you can get an FX6 for, under $100, holy crap. That's just incredible. What kind of shrimp do you have? I used to have 66 tanks of shrimp, but now I have 8. So I have what are they? Orange-eyed red devils. I have oh gosh, I'd have to go over there. Oh man. Well, for Caridina or Neo Caridina, the only ones that I have and I have tanks packed, their high end is Blue Dreams. I used to carry a really high end of Blue Dreams and I sold them all, which I shouldn't, but one of my customers actually sent me some when he knew that I didn't have anymore. And so I started breeding them, and all my tanks are literally packed. All my freshwater tanks, not shrimp tanks. I don't have shrimp tanks of them. I let them occupy my larger tanks. So my 260 breeders, and 160 breeder, I breed my CPDs, and the other 60 breeder, I breed my longfin super red bristlenose. And in both of those, they're completely swamped with shrimps. And the Pleco tank, it's crazy. A Pleco tank, it's all they do is they multiply. And here's the thing: people say, "Oh, well, you know, won't they eat the shrimplets or anything like that?" Well, I'm not saying they won't, but I mean, if you starve your animals, they're going to eat anything that they can. So if you keep their meals up, you're pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. I would have to go over there. Sulawesi shrimp. They're like some of my favorites. I got boas. I got I don't know, a handful of stuff over there. But here's the thing is, I keep the 8. I do sell them, but I breed these to get the highest end. Like I have purple metallics, right? Well, the purple metallics throw a red shrimp. Well, that red shrimp was used, which I think is a Nanashi, is used to make and design the purple metallic. It's like all these shrimp that you see, galaxy shrimp. I have galaxy shrimp. Well, all these shrimp have shrimp that were bred together to produce this final outcome. So if you breed A and B together, and then B and A's babies, or A and B's babies with B with the female, you're gonna get something, because the F1s really give you nothing. F2s, you'll start to get stuff. Then you take F2s and you mix them with something else, and then you get that, and then you breed it back to the female, breed the dad. It's really weird, but then you get something, and then you breed that, and it continues. So when you get a high-end shrimp that throws the shrimp, so if it doesn't throw a purple metallic, it throws a red one with the 3 stripes in the back and the markings on the back, like in the Nanashi. And even if they're not exact, they're so beautiful. You're like, okay, well, I'm gonna start a new tank for this. And that's what I do. So it's like, the Galaxy shrimp, they do the blacks. I have the blacks and the reds together, and you can get the blue in there with them and stuff. And then the boa shrimp, they have, you got the blacks and the reds. Or wait, no, I think are they all blacks? Yeah. And then you get blues with them in the white. I don't think I have any red. They're all blacks. Now, of course, the Sulawesi, they're some of my favorites. The coloration on them, they breed like chickens. If you have the water parameters correct and you have enough of them and they're super happy, they just go. And I have weaned mine off of Sulawesi salt because they were wild. Then they bred, and those were the ones I got. And I kept them on the Sulawesi salt, remineralized RO water with Sulawesi salt. And then after a while, I just started to make it to where I was just doing it with tap water. Because the biggest thing is, you have to keep consistency. So you keep the consistency with fish or shrimp. It doesn't matter. And with temperature, it does not matter. It's the consistency. So if you don't I don't run any heaters, nothing. So like my Pleco tank over there, I just looked, it's 66. Now he hasn't been in there making, laying eggs. So I'm thinking of putting a heater in there because all the babies are really starting to grow up. CPD, same thing, but they're just banging away. There's lots of banging in the CPD tank. So we're good there. But it looks like the long fin bristle nose plecos, the super reds, maybe want it warmer. So I'm going to wait a little bit and see, because if they pick it up, then I'll leave it. But if not, I'll put a heater in there to raise it like 3 degrees, so but anyways, with the shrimp, I'm trying to take the shrimp to the highest grade I can. So if somebody wants shrimp, I'll go, well, this isn't as perfect as I want, so I'll take that one out. I'll do stuff like that. But the only shrimp that I breed to sell large quantities of is the Blue Dreams, the Neocaridina. Anything else is I'm breeding them to take them to a certain level. And like I said, I'll sell the selected ones that I pull out, but I'm not breeding them to like sell, 50 at a time and stuff. Sumps aren't always better, Atkins. Somebody must have a lot of sumps. Sumps are nice though. Grandkids, yep, kids, grandkids, pontoon boat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Our property tax went up $1,300 this year. Hey, don't you love that president of ours? Gosh, it's just, hey, you got to pay for those wars, right? You weren't only in a war. I mean, put it this way. You didn't only serve our country, but now you have to pay all the extra money even after you serve for our safety, and to, protect us. Whip Swirl, okay, 4 a.m. I was going to roll around in a hurry, so I got to roll. Nice to find your channel. Hopefully I see more of you now that I'm sub. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. It was a pleasure. And hope to see more of you. Thanks for coming. I usually pick up F6 for free. Shit, I wish. Bedtime for me. Thanks for the live stream, bro. All right, Vibes, thanks for coming. Tropic, what up? Is this night speak with Detroit? Put your hands up, Aquatics. No, it's, Saturday's my day, but I don't know if you saw my streams yesterday. I drove from Michigan to Pennsylvania because I had to do stuff for my mother, get her clothes and everything, take it to the assisted living that she's in there where she's getting therapy and everything. And then I drove all the way back. So I drove 5 hours there. I think I stayed for about 3.5 hours. I drove all the way back. I left got on the expressway yesterday morning at 10 to 6 in the morning, and I got home at like 7:30 at night. So usually I stream, but I streamed actually on the way there, and then on the way back I streamed for a little bit, not too much. The sun was pretty bad. The reef is going very good. It's actually the algae was because of the light. We ran the light way too long. So we're cutting back on the lights. Got a lot of cooler stuff in there. It actually hasn't had the light turned on in 2 days. So today I've had it on, but it was on. I put it on late, probably like 4 or 5 o'clock, and it's 10:30 now. So but it's doing really, really, really good. There's algae growing in there, but the thing is I don't want it all to die away. Because I have a Starlight blending in there, and he loves it, and all the fish pick at it. It's good for them, and it's like they're veggies, and so I don't want to get rid of every bit of it. I mean, I think it looks cool, but it's not long tufted algae anymore. It's just short stuff. 2 sump system, 45-ish gallons and 100-ish gallon. Yeah, sumps. Yeah, I guess it's just I don't know. It's when it comes to filtration, in my opinion, bigger's better. meaning that, if you have a large sump and you have the water even trickling through it and going back up, a continuous, it's kind of, even if you have a drip into a tank, it's dripping in and it's dripping out. I mean, it's like a 24/7 water change. So, it's high end, it keeps the water nice. It keeps the water clean. The fish are super happy. And it's just like, life, all the bacteria is super healthy, the oxygenation of the water. I've always wanted one, but it's just my setups, I don't know if the saltwater tank is it's an all-in-one. So I would have to get rid of that, get another cube tank, and then, have it drilled. And, it's easier this way. But yeah. Do you have it on a timer? No, I do not. I don't have anything for a timer. So we turn it on, let's say 1 PM, turn it off at 8 o'clock, 8 or 9 o'clock at night. We just leave it on, and I don't know, if it's too bright. I don't have a light tester thing, but I mean, none of my corals like creep down and like shriek, and they're all out, and they do really good. So I don't know. They like a lot of flow. I got one of those brain things in there. My buddy got it at a store, and I had to have it, so I went back a couple days later and got it. That's really nice. Those crabs in there, boy, they keep knocking everything over, and it's all over the place. So that's really cool that everybody stopped in. Danikin's the man. Yeah, and two, it's like I never wanted to bow out and like call Danikin for help. It's like being so close to having 1,000 subs. I was like, nope, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I know all that guy's got to do is just say something, and they'll come over here and do it. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna do the grind, and that's it. But this is really nice to have some people come over and sub. It's really nice. So thank you. Timers are so helpful, even the regular ones, not Wi-Fi work. Start with 8 hours on. Yes. Well, here's the thing. Is the salt water, when we got it, even from the minute we started it, it was so intriguing. It was like another world. And, we love our freshwater tanks. We love breeding. But when we started putting that salt water together, and we got those naked clownfish, and just to see the colors and how everything comes alive, and it comes out and it moves, and you can put stuff in there and it wants to eat it. And, it's just, and then the anemone, God, my anemone was huge. And now it just stays shrunk down all the time. And my buddy at the store says it doesn't get huge like it used to because those clownfish won't leave it alone. They stay in it. They chew on or suck on the anemone tentacles like 24/7. And he said it's probably irritated, and that's why it stays small. But it used to get huge. The leg would be way out, and it was a monster. But now it just stays, I don't know, the size of a coffee cup dish, stuff like that. But we got a lot of bubble tips in there, some mushrooms, a green one, and then God, what's that? That guy, he wears the red outfit with the white eyes. He's got swords on his back. He now owns a phone company. Well, that's the name of that other mushroom I got. But and they cheap, like $10 to $15. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one. Now, is it what kind of timer is it? Does it go in between the socket on the light and the plug on the wall? Do you put it in between and set it like that? Like, remember the old timers that our parents had, and it has the round dial on it, and you could like put the Christmas tree on it, or like and the dial is kind of the same as what you put outside on your lawn sprinkler. You turn it on and it'll run for a little while, run and then shut off and run and then shut off. Is it like that? Deadpool. That's what it is. Thank you, 3G. Yep. That's the name of my one mushroom. The red on it, they call it a Deadpool. But yeah, everything, my bubble tips were doing so good, they started splitting. And now there's a bunch of little bubble tips in there. So, but I do notice one thing, that everything doesn't like explode, stretch out as big as it used to. I mean, everything's super healthy, but I don't know if the light's too bright or it's not bright enough, but like the bubble tips stay small. They don't get really huge and blow out like they used to. So it's something, but I've just not been in saltwater long enough to notice, what it could be. Is it not enough light, or is it too much light? Because I know too much light. I think too much light will make them stay small, and not enough light makes them reach out for more. But I go to some pet stores and their lights are kind of low and their bubble tips are all stretched out like an anemone and stuff, and they don't look right. It's just a plug-in timer. You plug the light into it. Oh, okay, yeah, it plugs into the wall. Plug in a socket. You can get analog or digital. Yeah. Okay, so it's just like my parents had when I was a kid. Yep. Yeah, you can get them. Shit. You can get them at a lot of garage sales too. They're selling them things like hotcakes. Yep, that's cool. All right, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I'll do it. I actually think that we brought some from the old house back in like 2014 when we moved here. I used them when I was growing, so I had a few stashed around. Haha. Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm not a reef pro, but I was always under the impression if bubble tips are splitting, they're stressed out. No. Well, I was told that they will split. It's a positive thing, and that's how people sell bubble tips, is they get so big and then they split off. But because they say, yeah, it's, people have them split, they bring them in, they trade them and this and that. I was like, because all the stores around, they tell me, and now I'm not saying you're wrong, but maybe they're not telling me the right stuff or something, but they all say at some point in time a bubble tip will split. And so, because I'm like, well, how many should I buy? And they're like, well, it will split over time. It'll get to a certain size and it will split. And I'm like, really? So we have little ones. It's not splitting in half. It's like a little guy's coming off, and they're all like crowded around each other, or they'll split off and they'll go around the tank. It's really cool. But that's the thing, is if they're not all out, when in doubt, test and do a water change, see what happens. God damn, why did I not remember that? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do a water. I did a water change 2 days just before I went. Friday night, I did a water change, 5 gallons. I mean, it's only a 40-gallon tank, but I did 5 gallons, and I do all of my top offs with RO water. So, I follow the rule of thumb, but you are correct. I have not checked my pH and stuff in there. So I know I used the right salt. I tested that because my buddy at the store, he gave me the additives for corals in case I needed them. And I tested my water, and I was like way up there on both of them. So I just took it back to the store. So the salt I have is really good, but I have not tested. Jesus, it's just, like I said, being new with saltwater, I look at it and go, wow, it's beautiful. It's doing great. This $300 coral is great. Everything's sticking out. But the one coral, it's usually stretched out over the past couple weeks. He's been shrinking down. He doesn't stretch out as far. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do check it and do a water change, or just check it. Yeah. But, well, I think we're going to end this now. I've been on an hour and 59 or hour and 50. But the thing is it's 10:40. Luke's bedtime was 10 o'clock, and he's right over there. So if I'm up, he'll stay up, and he'll use that as an excuse. And plus, I want to go test my water in that saltwater tank. So I guess I can't say thank you more than enough for everyone that came over. Please, if you would like, hit the subscribe button and let me earn the subscription every week when I come on here Saturday at 9:00. And sometimes I just hop on throughout the week. You guys can leave in comments anything you'd like to me to have a discussion about. You can come up here and have a discussion with me. I can have 10 people on here, but I've bred fish for years, discus, nano fish, all sorts of fish, shrimp, tons and tons of stuff. So, like a lot of people, I have a lot of information, but I have a lot of information that other people don't usually use on their streams. So in the beginning, you should be testing weekly. Put it on your phone. Set aside 30 minutes to test once a week. Learn your tank. Well, here's the thing, Atkins. I know all my tanks, but you're right. I just look at that sucker and I'm like, oh, everything's happy. We killed the algae. It's doing great. I do my water changes when I have to. But the thing is, the saltwater is different. I have to keep that in my mind. So thank you very much. Especially nano tanks, they will change quickly. Come on, don't say that. Now you got me tripping out. But all right, everyone, thank you so much. Please, if you have any friends, family, or if you got a bunch of fake accounts, you can hit subscription. Please do so, and please check me out every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're from Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, and we have, like I said, I have a lot of friends that have stores. I can do streams in there, all sorts of stuff. I do product review, not from companies. I get stuff from the stores, and I do product review that way. And I would like to really get back into doing the stuff. So I just want to say thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you because without you, we wouldn't have a channel. So thank you very much, and we will see you this coming Saturday, 9 p.m. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good night from Detroit. See ya.